Hello guys, hope you are doing good in this COVID situations. So today I'm going to tell you how to start a job in software industry. So I picked this point because I'm seeing that there are many people who are freshly graduated from the colleges and completed their engineering or about to complete. They face their multiple challenges, right? So either it will be a campus placement or it will be outside. So we know that all people don't get job from the campus placement, right? So this is like I wanted to discuss with you guys, even for the campus placement also. So how do you prepare for your to get a job in the industry, right? So there are a couple of points which are very important to consider here. I'm going to discuss one by one. So before wasting any time, let's start. So once you have graduated from your college, right, or you are in third year or second year or whatever, you might have doing that BSc or BCA or MCA or engineering like BE or BTech in computer science or IT or mechanical engineering or any kind of engineering. I mean, that if you're interested to get in job in software industry, you can get it. That's not an issue, right? That is the first thing. So how you will prepare that? I mean, how to get a job? The first very thing is here this type of jobs. What kind of job you can get? See, so we have multiple companies here. We have MNCs, we have Indian MNCs, we have different kind of startups, and all companies are there. So all are open for you. That is the first thing, right? All are open. You can get a job anywhere. But what types of job you'll get it, right? So that first type of job, there are different of like no, either it will be a dev job, right, or it will be a testing job, right? So there are multiple jobs out of there, but I'm considering this dev testing and maybe a management. You can say that, but I'm not mentioning here because I'm considering only a till the graduation of engineering line, or maybe BSc, BCA, or MCA, not the IIM or some kind of MBA line, right? So for that, they're mainly focusing people. People are focusing only two jobs here. That is, the one is development, other is a testing job, right? So what happens in the development, right? And what happens in the testing? So we are building a software where there are two technologies, right? Either it will be development side, or you'll be doing the development of the particular website or anything, any app or anything, with includes that programming skills and everything, or you will be doing a testing of those products, right? So people often you have seen that, right? They wanted to go in the development from the testing, or they wanted to go to the testing from the development. So that is people's choice. I don't have any definition here like which is best here, the dev is best or testing is best. These days both are best. I'm definitely you'll come to know that, right? Because earlier days when the development was there only, and the whole process and everything go to the development side, and people get paid higher than compared to testing. But these days criteria has been changed, because if you're building any product which has to be launched in a market, and competition are too much high these days, so the product has to be tested perfectly, right? Otherwise there will be some bugs or something. So for testing, it's not only the limited to the manual testing these days. People have a different tools and everything is available. People started doing AI and all technologies here, right? So I'm talking about here only for the dev and testing, right? So as far as considering the development side, so what type of developers are there? That is the second point here, right? So how many types of developers are there? So you might have thinking that like one is a full stack developer, right? Another is a front end, right? Or maybe a back end, right? So these are the some categories are there where developers will be placed, right? And after this, see, I'm telling you these three only jobs, which are the starting jobs, right? As per engineering. After that, there are multiple like managers position are there, architect position are there, lead positions are there. But those are like usually you will get in industry after 5 to 6 year or something like that, it will start getting promotions, right? But before that, you will be landed going to land on these kind of jobs only, right? So you'll be a junior developer, senior developer kind of thing, or maybe you will consider as a senior developer when you did completed the MTech or something. Okay. So what is full stack? So when you're developing any app, let's take an example here of website. So when you start doing a website, so you'll be seeing a one web page where you're logging like google.com or anything, youtube.com or gmail.com. You're seeing one in front end UI, right? So that is the UI thing. We call it UI. That is nothing but it's a front end, right? So front end, whatever you can see that is a front end. So basically, you have some buttons and you have some text box where you can type and something, submit and all, right. So whatever runs on the browser side, that calls a front end, right? And then we have a something called backend, right? So backend is basically also the coding side of the back side of that particular website. So what is happening when you are clicking something here, something is going to run on that particular backend in the server, right? So that server has to respond something and should reply to front end. Then people will be able to see that, right? So that is called the backend. So backend usually people use that different languages like we have Java, right, Python, and those kind of languages. People use that to make it backend. So again, you might have seen that the APIs, right? So REST API and all, whatever you are building, that comes under backend and databases or something like that, right? And front end, we have some technologies like HTML, CSS, right, and different libraries and frameworks in the JavaScript. All those things comes under front end. And when you combine both front end and back end, then it will become a full stack developer. So in this 2020, there's a huge demand has been created for the full stack developers. What happens if you have earlier we used to have a different team for front end and back end, right? But these days, what happens? People are expecting that person has to write end-to-end productivity, right? So, why is this required for full test stack? If something, suppose there are two different teams, one is a front end and another is a back end team. So, front end one developer has built something in the UI, and back end developer has built something in the REST API side, right? But while merging these together in the collaboration and all, these kind of problems there are different kind of problems people face that, right? Maybe it's a requirement mismatch, maybe it's understanding issues or something that, so it will consume more time. And these days full stack developers, it's a very huge demand because if you wanted to develop any website or any app, that is much faster than compared to the different having different teams, right? So these kind of helpers. So I'll recommend all of you guys to go for the full stack, not for the front end and back end, right? So these things, okay. These things basically people learn that I mean full stack and all the technologies, and then go for the searching for the jobs, right? Now coming to the point, time need to get a job. So, guys, believe me, so this is like something, if you wanted to have, you wanted to get a job in industry, I'm telling multiple people experience, hardly you need 2 4 months. That's it. When I say that 2 to 3 4 months, it depends on the kind of job you want to land, right? So, minimum is two. If you work hard and whatever I'm going to tell you, if you follow that, very without wasting any time or something, and then definitely within a 2 months you can get a job, right? But if you wanted to go for the some bigger companies, some higher packages and all, then definitely you have to put some more time, right? So that's the time estimated from my side, and I'm sure that all of you can get that job. It's not that hard to get that job, right? Sometime I've seen that people are facing that job to get a job and they're very nervous. No need to be nervous here. I'm here. If you need any help or something, you can drop a comment here, and then definitely I'll help you, right? So, how to ways to get a job? So, what are the ways to get a job? So, there are different ways to get a job. One thing is from the campus placement. If you're in campus, then you can prepare for the companies, right? But as always, I say that all 100% people won't get a job from the campus. Then you need to search outside. So you can go for the referrals. So people, if you know some people or seniors or someone, and then they're working in some company, they can refer you, right? So that also it's a good way to start. And then you can go for the some Naukri.com and all. We have websites. You can update that. You can some do some hackathon, or you can do a job. I mean, do some internship kind of thing. There are many ways to get a job, right? But I would recommend you first to prepare yourself and create your portfolio. So that is very important here, right? How you create a portfolio and all. So definitely, believe me, guys, if you create a portfolio and you can showcase something, right? There's a very easy for the people who are judging, like would hire you or not. Uh, it's a very easy for them, right? And you have a very plus point for that, right? So all these, whatever the four steps which I discussed with you, and then I'm coming to the upgrade skills, right? So if all these you wanted to, I mean, completed, all this you completed, and then you wanted to have a job in industry, then definitely you need to upgrade skills, right? So I would say that for the beginners, it's start skills, start creating your skills or understanding the new features and everything. And for those who are already working in the industry, for them, there's a upgrade skills. So there are some people who are working in some packages and they wanted to get a hike on that and jump on that career because they are lacking with the some skills or something. Then you can definitely do that by learning a hot skills in the market now, and then you can go further, right? So now I'm telling you, okay, so let's start with the first thing is a front end technology, right? So there are very hot market these days for the front end technologies because of seeing that this new kind of releasing new kind of frameworks and everything. This very became the front end technologies have become very easy to understand that and code that, and it's so fun also. Okay, so one of the hot topic is these days the React JS, right? So I'll not talk much about in this video for the React.js because there's a very big topic in the front end side, and I wanted you guys to understand the first everything and then come to React.js. But I wanted to discuss this a little bit about this React.js here because this is very important. To this is the must technology to include in your portfolio. Believe me, guys, this is a very, I mean, very good thing to learn, and this is very easy also. So React.js is basically a library of a JavaScript. So some of you know that what how JavaScript works and all. So this is just a library, right? So there are some competitive languages are like Vue.js and Angular framework and all. Those were also there, and Vue.js is quite good also compared to this. But I am recommending this to learn a React.js. And like Angular and all these are like little old, and it's like you have to follow a certain path to learn that. And but React.js you can do whatever you want. That's so very, I mean, good to learn. Either you want to upgrade your skill or you wanted to get a job, right? So React.js basically, okay. So before I go for the anything else, let me guys show you. So you can go to the some google.com and then you can type some reactjs.org, right? So here, what you need guys need to do that you can go to the community or the tutorials on the doc. You just go and read something about that. What is React? I mean, right? What is a component based and all these things are there, right? So you just go and read something, and then you will have a little idea about this, right? Then in next video, I'll be starting a series or something that will cover that. I'll take you to some path so you can start that very from the beginning, and you can follow me, and then you'll become a master in some days in the React and all, right? So it's not about the only React. I'll show you that end-to-end building an application. Like you can deploy your own website, how to build a website with the React, and how the REST APIs works and the backend Spring Boot, and what the hell is everything database and all everything. So I'll cover each and everything like authentications, and so it's a kind of a package, right? So people expect you should know that. So the best way to do this and learn all these things to build a one complete app, right? So once you're able to build the complete app, you'll be able to understand each and everything end to end, and definitely you will become a good full stack developer with that, right? So okay, so thank you guys. I'm stopping here now today for today. So let me know that comment out that uh, this either this video is helpful or for you know or not. I'm okay for everything. I'm ready to do that good job for you guys. So maybe it can help you in the future to get a job in industry. So okay, thanks for today.